Welcome to today's edition of Go Wildcats with Coach Ryan Hall. Let's talk offense. So as we talk offense today, let's go over the roster for a few minutes. Give us an overall glance at the roster.
You know, as we've already talked, we got a lot of experience coming back. 10 starters, I would say, on offense. Now, we did lose two guys that started for us, Taz Williams and Austin Wood, but somewhere along the year, we had 10 guys that are back that started at some point, so we're excited about them. Got to fill those couple of voids up front, and Willie Marshall was a kid that played a little bit for us on offense, contributed, and Kane Softly was another guy we lost that did some really nice things for us.
Okay, let's move into the specifics. I'll say position group. You tell us who we should be looking for there. Let's start quarterbacks.
Yeah, Bubba Odom comes back as a returning starter. He started 11 games for us last year, threw for about 1,600 yards and 18 touchdowns. Really proud of how he played late in the year. He got better and better and better and allowed us to do more things. So we're excited about him returning. A.J. Odom, we'll back him up along with a ninth grader, Trace Cagle, who we felt like had a great summer and really has developed. And then we've got an eighth grader we're really excited about. Caden Aaron will be a young man to look for in the future.
Running backs.
Yeah, we returned two guys that carried the bulk of the load for us last year. Caden Marchbanks, he ran for about 500 or 600 yards, 7-8 touchdowns. Sean Douglas ran for about 750 yards and 8 or 9 touchdowns. And those two guys will kind of fit in the backfield a little bit and out at slot. So, and then we got Ryan Shepard, who's played a lot of running back for us. He was a backup to Hubbard 2 years ago, and he's a guy that's carried the ball for us quite a bit. We expect him to get in the backfield some. And then two 10th graders, Eli Kilgore and Devin Thomas, we'll see some time. And Eli's more of a downhill runner, and Devin's more of a scat speed type guy. So a lot of guys will rep at that spot. And again, like any position on offense, the skill guys, a lot of those guys play on defense. So they're going to be a lot of rotating. We'll play as many as 8 receivers and 4 or 5 running backs in a game.
Wide receivers.
Yeah, we kind of split them outside, inside. So, our outside receivers do different things than our inside guys do. But outside, both starters are returning. Denzel Chapman at X, he comes back after catching about 60 balls and 10 touchdowns, second team All-State. Derek Hubbard had the best summer of anybody we've probably had in my time here. Just tremendous improvement. He's worked hard in the offseason. He caught 3 or 4 touchdowns last year, but he'll start at Z for us most likely. And then Matthew Smith and Rick Johnson both. Matthew's a senior, has played a lot of football for us, solid, what you're going to get every day. And then Rick's a young guy, big physical body, kind of like Denzel, that we expect to, go up and catch fades and posts and things like that. Our inside guys, our H's, which are like our hybrid running back receivers, Sean Douglas, Caden Marchbanks, Chris Eckroth, all 3 of those guys have been repping this summer, and they're all a little bit different. Caden is, put your foot in the ground and go. Sean is more of a smooth, solid catch guy. He's going to catch balls thrown to him. And then Chris, he reminds me a lot of like Wes Welker. He's small and can kind of work in and out of routes, and so we're excited about him. He's a 10th grader. Over at Y, which is kind of our flex tight end spot, Jai Henderson returns as a starter, just Mr. Dependability. You know what you're going to get every day with him. I think he caught 11 or 12 balls last year. He had a great game against Cordova where he caught a couple of balls and got us big first downs. And Luke Martin's a 10th grader that's come on this summer and put himself in position to get a lot of reps. I'd certainly feel comfortable with him going out and playing, so excited about those guys at receiver.
Let's move up front. Offensive line.
Yeah, we got 3 returning starters. Our 2 tackles, Trey Thomas and Hunter Davis. Both of them have started for 2 years and very physical, very athletic. We try to play our more athletic guys out there at tackle. Our center's kind of like a quarterback, so we've moved Nick Hanley down to center. And Nick is, a tremendous competitor, solid, one of our leaders. He makes all the protection calls and everything up front. And then we're trying to figure out our guards. Mike McGinnis is a senior that has had a good summer, and he's put himself in position at one of those spots to give himself a chance to play. And then at the other one, we're still sorting through Gavin Johnson, Gage Blanton, Aaron Hanley, who's a 9th grader, JoJo Odom, who's a 9th grader. All those guys are in the mix to play. So, we got guys, we got bodies. We just got to figure out who the best 5 is that play with the best chemistry and, give us the best chance to win.
All right, that sounds great. We look forward to seeing all these great young men on the field this fall. Stick around. We're going to take a moment for player spotlight with regard to offense here, and then join us for a fun little surprise afterward as we'll look at some schematic things about offense. So for today's player spotlight, we're here with senior wide receiver Derek Hubbard. Derek, thank you for taking the time to join us. Wide receiver, important part of the offense. Tell us just the basics. What do you do as a wide receiver?
Run routes full speed. Do the little things first. Getting lined up before the other player can, so we can get the play. We can get lined up so they won't get the signal.
All right, great, very good. Let's talk about maybe plays when the ball's not coming your way. What are the little things that we might not notice that are still important about the position?
You still got to run route full speed. If it don't come your way, you still got to work on your side of the field so to get the defense to look your way. And just in case the ball do come to you, you'll be ready for it.
All right, great, very good. My coach has mentioned it's been a great summer for you specifically. Worked hard, been committed. Tell us what that's been like about your discipline growth.
It's been hard, but like since the first day of boot camp, we had a new word, locked in. Like when coach say lock in, it means lock in, get focused, and that's what we've been doing.
Well, that's wonderful. Let's go to a Friday night. Any Friday night, you're about to hit the field. You get a few minutes to have that pregame snack. What's your go-to?
Gatorade and Skittles.
There you go, Gatorade and Skittles. Need those carbs right before the game. That's awesome. Again, Derek, thank you for your hard work on the team. We look forward to seeing you on the field this fall.
Sir.
All right, as we continue our discussion about offense, we're now here at the whiteboard with Coach. And Coach, tell us about the overall offensive philosophy.
What we try to do three things, philosophically on offense. And the first thing we always want to do is throw the ball short to guys that can score. We want to get the ball in the playmaker's hands in space and give them an opportunity to make plays. So always when we go into a game or a series or anything, that's the first thing we're trying to do. As the defense adjusts, they take the short opportunities away, then we want to attack deep. We want to throw the ball over the top, and that's fades, posts, corners, anything to attack the deep vertical space in the field. And typically a team will try to take both of those away. Then you run the football to a box with numbers. And when I say box, what I'm meaning is from tackle to tackle, the number of players the defense has inside that back to about 5 yards. So we want to throw the ball short, throw the ball long, and then we want to run when we have numbers.
All right, very good. So that's your big picture, what we're looking at. Let's zoom in for a quick moment and show us what that looks like on a given play.
Yeah, we'll just look at how we evolved through that philosophy. But this is a 2-by-2 set for us. That means we have 2 receivers on the left and 2 receivers on the right. We've got a back in the backfield on the right, which would mean the strong side of the offense is on the right. Then I've drawn up a base 4-2-5 defense. That means we got 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and essentially 5 defensive backs. We'll see that several times this year. They'll play this extra player, the 11th player, the overhang, to the strong side to match the numbers to the back. So how we would attack that initially is when you look at this, there's a gap here, there's a void. Okay, there's an area to attack short. Okay, so we would want to design concepts and work plays that attack that area to throw the ball short to people who can score. Okay, so a defense could adjust to that several ways, but one of the most common ways is they take this safety and bring him down over the top of your number 2 receiver and move that safety to the middle of the field, what is typically referred to as one high defense. They can move these corners down a little bit, and now they've covered down all 4 of your receivers, taking away the short stuff, but what they've done is leave themselves vulnerable to deep seams and outside throws. We've created one-on-ones with our outside receivers, and we've made it difficult for that safety to cover both sides of the field. All right, so that is a typical adjustment. So then we want to attack vertically. Okay, how can a defense take away the vertical space, the deep space, and the short throws? They would take this safety and move him back. So now they would have 2 safeties deep to help over the top of any vertical throws. They would take this will linebacker and move him outside the box to cover down over our second receiver here. He would be responsible for run and pass. But where they've limited themselves is now they have 5 in the box and we have 7. So in that scenario, we would want to attack in the run game. So that's kind of the overall way that lays out. Okay, those adjustments could happen a lot of different ways, but this is just a very simple look at how you would want to attack a 4-2-5 defense.
Great, very fascinating. So whatever the defense does, you guys have an adjustment. We are excited to be here at the whiteboard today, and we look forward to being back here at different points during the season for a little bit more of these breakdowns. All right, so today, Coach, we've talked offense. Tomorrow we are excited to talk defense, and then Friday, special teams. We call those the 3 phases of the game. But I know for you and your entire staff, there's actually a phase of your whole program that's far more important than those 3 phases. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we feel like we've been placed here to, to build better people. And that's obviously part of our mission, to build better people and win football games. And everything we do filters through those 2 lenses. And so that's the building better young men is the biggest part of that. And we put that as a priority in our program. We do it a lot of different ways. We believe in 3 areas of development, player development. One is athletic development, which is our weight room, our football, our training. Academic development, which is their education and preparing them to be prepared when they leave here at Oakman High School to go into the world and have a chance to be successful in some type of vocation or college, whatever the next step is for them. And then personal development is the last one, and that's probably the biggest one. And we use a lot of resources. We have a program called CAT Journey that Coach Painter runs, and the CAT in CAT stands for Care About Tomorrow. And so that program is designed to teach them life skills to utilize as they go out in the real world. And that could be anything from financial planning to how to change a tire, how to be responsible and get up every day and go to work. And that's a really big part. We do that every Wednesday during the season. And as I said, Coach Painter runs that program. Coach Ward runs our Men of Iron program, and that program is designed to sharpen each other, to become the best version of ourselves. And so he teaches them a lot of different things about chasing excellence and what it takes to do that. And and we have other things that we focus on. We have some manhood development and leadership training that filters in there, but we spend a lot of time. That's part of our practice schedule. It is scheduled in. We don't miss it. We don't adjust it. We don't change it. We're going to get those things done every week, just like we're going to get special teams. We're going to get third down. We're going to get red zone. We're going to get all those things. Cat Journey is going to be in there just like those things. So we're very grateful for the opportunity that we have here and blessed with the opportunity to be in these young men's life. And we want to take full advantage of that and try to equip them to meet the demands of life. Hopefully we make better people than we make football players.
All right, very good. We're so glad to hear that's the case. We continue to wish you the best as you continue that. So it's been a great day to talk offense, and we look forward to more discussions the rest of the week about defense and special teams. Be sure you're subscribed and look forward to those videos the next 2 days. As we close, Coach, final words?
Yeah, go Wildcats.